Have you ever just felt so lost and not even sure what you need to talk about? And then you try having a conversation and you're still lost in it? Well, this is my part 9, and this is probably the 4th or 5th video I've recorded. I know what I want to talk about, but every time I start talking about it, I get so off topic. So maybe I need to stop thinking about this is what they need to hear and then just tell you what's going on. So it is now July 2nd. So the first went really well for me. I did get quite a few pre-orders. Those bring back my, oh my gosh, the bring back my bar. I did get quite a few of those um, bundles, the specials that I was doing. So I was able to put those in, took care of those customers, thanked them. And now I'm looking for what I'm doing next. I've been posting on social media. I'm talking about the $20 join for this month because, oh my gosh, have you seen what's in there? It's $25 mini warmer. It's a $20 kit. It's 5 bars of wax. And it's a $20 kit. It's what, 25 testers. It's a $20 kit. 5 catalogs. It's a $20 kit. And the art of fragrance. Oh my gosh. And it's a $20 kit. So the last time that I remember they did a $20 kit was back in 2020 because I joined up in May and I think they had it again the same year. And then after that is when the prices went up and it went to $25 because that's what our mini warmers are, is 25. And they're doing 20. So I've been posting about that. And I've been consistently posting, like multiple posts a day, talking about the join. And the reason I'm doing that is because, again, I want to grow my team, but I also need to reach more people. So I've been varying the posts and I've been putting different pictures. I really am trying to be more active on social media because I can post in my VIP group because I can schedule it. I can see everything. It's a little bit harder on my personal page. I can schedule, but it's not an easy spot to go through and see what I've had scheduled. But I'm working on that. I'm working on getting better at it. Maybe it's not convenient, but it is something I need to do. So I have told myself every single day I am going to post. Now, I also did the live in July. I did a training on that for my team. And the live in July is going live on your Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. And the reason we do this, or the reason why I came up with this program, was because the more that people get in front of the camera and the more they get comfortable with it, the easier it becomes. And that was something I had to learn that first year. Like I was scared to get in front of a camera. I'm still get flustered because if I don't know what to say, and again, I've already done like 3 or 4 videos tonight, and I'm just not saying what I think I need to say or what I want to say, or maybe I'm just trying to stay on topic so much that it's just getting everywhere. But the live in July is something very it's one of those tools. It's one of those basics that you need to learn. You need to learn how to go live. You need to learn the features and the functions of how to go live on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, whichever platform you prefer. Because you'll get jitters and you'll talk, but you'll get seen. And even if people aren't reacting or commenting, they're still seeing everything that you post. They're still watching. They're still watching. And you need to know that it's it's not an easy process, but anybody can do it. It's not going to kill you. If you go live, you're I promise, you're not going to be able to shut down the internet by going live. Nothing's going to happen to you if you go live. So you do it to get it done, to get it out of your system, to get the jitters gone. Again, I am not stuttering and I'm not sitting here going and trying to figure out what to say. I've learned how to slow down my speech. I've learned how to take pauses when I don't know what I'm going to say next. So those are things that you learn as you slowly start to become more comfortable behind the camera. Now, do I stumble over my words? All the time. I still do that. I don't get as flustered anymore. So when I stumble over my words, I'm not stuck there. I just kind of keep going. So the live in July is a really great process. It's a really great thing to try and do every single day. You try to do as many as you can. I always do posts for my team to kind of let them know these are the different things that you can go live and talk about. So I've done those. I'm posting about the join special consistently with pictures of me being like this, or like whatever. I make silly faces because it makes me happy. And I always seem to get interaction because if it's making me happy, they can see it on my face and they can see how, like, I get it very excited. So with this journey, like I'm going back to some of my basics, but I'm not going completely back. I don't have desperation anymore of text messaging and figuring out like I have to have this. I'm finding that medium. But if I want to push myself, then I know I have to do more. And what I was trying to do in these other 3 or 4 videos before this was I really wanted to talk about mindset. And maybe I am going to touch on this, and hopefully this one actually gets uploaded. But mindset is a big part of running a business. No matter if you are in direct sales, no matter if you are doing sales in a retail store, a box store, if you're getting commission, anywhere, your mindset really does set the mood for how you interact with your customers. If you think everything is expensive, nobody can afford it, and nobody is going to buy, the way that you come across in your text messages or your phone calls or your emails is that it's too expensive, nobody's going to buy. I mean, like they're not going to be able to afford it. And that's how they're going to perceive that because your thoughts are taking over what they should be taking, the information they should be taking in is like what you're offering, what the value is of the item. So think about your mindset. How are you talking to yourself? How do you talk about your business? How do you get yourself out of that funk? Now, there's tons of different podcasts, books, um, just reading material. You can Google it. You can put it in AI. How do I get out of this funk? A lot of it boils down to how we talk to ourselves and how we look at ourselves. I am reading or listening to a book on Audible, and it's about self sabotage. And I self sabotage myself all the time. I get really excited about something. I am so gung ho, and one thing happens, and all of a sudden, it's a horrible idea that was so stupid. I can't even believe I thought that it would work without even giving it a try. Like it never even fully got in motion before I've chopped it down, I've cut it up, I've thrown it away, I've shredded it, burned it, it's gone. So what's the point? So the point is that your mindset can change if you choose to change it. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the book I was listening to on the self-sabotage. And this is one of the examples is that there's a lot of things going on in the author's life. And one thing happened and led to another. But their car had multiple recalls. And instead of the dealership just being like, you have to drop it off here for like 3 months or whatever, they offered them another vehicle. When she went in to look at it, she was blown away by it. She's like, I've never seen this little SUV. It's so cute. I've never seen another one of these. So, it's kind of that like prideful. I was like, oh, I'm going to be the only one driving this around. And the minute that they left the dealership, she started seeing that same little SUV everywhere. Like she was driving and getting on the highway, and there was one in front of her. There was one merging whenever she was trying to merge into the main highway. They were merging off. Like she started seeing this vehicle everywhere. And that's all about our perception of what we look for. So when you say that everything is going bad, you start looking for everything that's going bad. If you start saying that I'm the unluckiest person in the world, then you are trying to find things. Your subconscious is trying to find things to prove that statement correct. That you are the unluckiest person because you walked outside and it was raining and you left your window down. You're the unluckiest person because the minute you opened up the door, there was, not only was there a thunderstorm, but all of the neighbors' trash cans were blown up into your front porch. when you start seeing that, then that's all that you see. And we get blinders because we are searching for that information. So if you thought for a moment or took a moment to think about what are the positive things that are going on in your life right now, name like one positive thing that you have going. Now, think of a second positive thing. I mean, for me, I always start very simple. I have a thing I do every single night as I'm closing my eyes and I'm laying in bed, and I thank God that I survived another day and that my family survived and my kids survived and my husband survived and that everybody is doing well. I thank him every single day because I want to go to bed being thankful. When I wake up in the morning, I'm thankful that I woke up. My eyes are open. I'm thankful that I have someplace to go. I'm thankful for the AC in the house. I'm thankful for a bed. I'm thankful for the food that we have in our fridge. I'm thankful for everything because that's always been my biggest fear is like, I'm going to lose everything and I won't have anything because I've been there with no food, no electricity, no water. I've been there. And so instead of looking for the bad parts, it's like, oh my gosh, how are we going to pay rent? Or how are we going to pay the water bill, the electric bill? I mean, it's going up. And then the car insurance is going up and our cell phone bill is going up. And like all this stuff, how are we going to make it? I just sit there and I give it to God. And I do. I sit there and I know that some way he is going to provide. And it's not the way that I think, it's going to be the way that he presents it. And when you start changing that mindset and you start realizing that you can control your mood, you can control what's going on around you, you can control the way that you perceive the world, that you are in control. And that that little glimmer, that the little silver lining will start to get larger. You'll start to see more. You'll start to realize how much control you have. The book also talks about vibrations of you can tell when you walk into a room that maybe it was like a big fight had just happened. You walk in the room and you can just feel it. It's like real heavy and you're just like, oh my gosh, like what is going on? The vibe is not good. You instantly want, it's like fight or flight. You want to leave. You don't want to deal with this. Or you can also have a whole different reaction of when you walk into a room and everybody's having a good time and they're laughing and they're giggling and they're just having a blast. You walk in there and it's very contagious. You know how they say a smile is contagious because it's giving off the vibes, the energy of someone being happy. And it's hard to look at someone being happy and just be like, they suck. Like, it's hard to do that because when someone, especially even a stranger, someone you don't know, smiles at you, you almost want to smile back. So think about as you're following me along in this journey of the things, the random things that go through my head as I'm working my business and I'm trying to build up my customer base and I'm trying to grow my PRV and I'm trying to grow my team and I'm trying to grow my business and I'm getting back to the basics. Is that one thing we have to have in order to be successful is know that we can be successful and have that mindset that it's all going to work out. I'm going to find those customers. I'm worthy of customers. I'm worthy of orders. I'm worthy of teamies. I'm worthy of giving trainings. I am worthy, and you are too. You can do this. This business may not be for everyone, but anybody can do this business. I hope that you got a little bit of insight today. Guys, I am Cassie Bollinger, and this is part 9 of my journey back to, or not journey back, journey to where I want to be. I am worthy of this journey, and I'm worthy of this success, and you are too. I hope you're enjoying this. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to my channel to receive more little tidbits. Follow me on my journey. I also do reviews of different products that are releasing. I'm hoping to get my whiff box for July soon. So it's the first part of, or second, I'm sorry, the 2nd of July. So, again, this is part 9. I love you all. I hope you have a blessed night, and I will